What's up, family? Welcome and welcome you all to my channel. I am Susanna and welcome back to today's video. So in today's video, actually, I am going to be answering that question whereby two people asked me on my TikTok actually yesterday, and when I checked my TikTok, I got the messages around evening. So some ladies were asking me, tell me that I should narrate my story about my birth story, yeah, things like that, how it went down, things like that, at the labor room. I think that's what they want to hear. So, and that is the video for today, my birth story, and I hope you're going to learn something from it. Kindly, if you're new to my YouTube channel, subscribe, share, like, and comment, and also tell a friend to tell a friend to subscribe. Most especially turn on the bell for more videos anytime I post a new video. Yeah, first of all, Merry Christmas in advance to you all, my YouTube family. Thank you so much for supporting me. You've been there for me from day one of 1 subscriber up to this milestone. Thank you so much. I really appreciate. Please continue supporting your girl to 5k subscribers. So this is my birth story. Actually, let me tell you guys, I got I moved in actually with my husband in 2022. In 2022, that's when I moved in with my husband. So, and that was the very time I got pregnant, 2022. So, and all that time when I moved in with him, we were together. We did not separate. We didn't leave each other to go somewhere, things like that, to go maybe to go to work in the morning and come back in the evening. That was the only space we had to each other. And also that was the time I got pregnant. And yeah, so by November is the time then I gave birth on November. But of course, obviously, you know, carrying a baby inside the womb always takes 9 months. Then you give birth. So all that I was with my husband. But let me tell you one thing that you need to know about pregnancy. Pregnancy can actually make you behave somehow, you know. If you've been quiet, it will make you somehow rude, become rude. Sometimes it will make you hate people. Sometimes it will make you like people. Sometimes it will make you hate foods. Sometimes it will make you like some foods. And also sometimes it will make you hate your husband. And sometimes it will make you also hate some of the perfumes, like the smell of the perfumes, what you like, things like that will all become a bad smell from you. Yeah, but for me actually it did not change me. It did not make me hate people. The only thing I did not like was the smell of perfumes. And for the foods, I used to eat foods. I did not eat any food. Yeah, I used to eat any food, but it was only the smell of the perfumes that I did not like, and also the smell of the alcohol is the one I did not like that time when I was pregnant. So yeah, I carried my baby, all thanks be to God, and he's now 2 years old. And actually when I went was that time for to give birth, and I went to the hospital. I was actually 1 week to go to the hospital, but was like, why would I go to the hospital for the whole for all 1 week, go stay there waiting for that day, instead first being at home, and then later when that day went is remaining like 1 day or 2 days, then I go to the hospital. So what happened is that one day, it was actually on Saturday, I was cooking and my water broke. I was just standing cooking. I had something. I was like, oh wow, think this is very bad. I just had to go to the hospital. Actually, my husband was there. My sister-in-law saw us there in the house, so it was my turn to cook that day. And them were just seated watching the movie. And yeah, my water broke, and I had my bag packed ready because I was left with 1 week, but my bag was packed already. My bag was packed already with my clothes and baby's clothes, bed sheets, things like that. All was just packed together. Was just remaining. All I never wanted to do was just go to the hospital and stay for 1 week without. I don't know why I was just feeling bored for that. But that day, it was on Saturday, my water broke. I had to go to the hospital that very evening. Actually, even I did not eat food. I was rushed to the hospital. And to make it worse, I was not feeling any pain. You see, I was not feeling any pain at all. But my water just broke. I wasn't feeling any pain. But I was feeling something in my stomach was just kicking me. You are rolling around the stomach, things like that. That is what I was feeling. And I was taken to Kangundo, some hospital somewhere there, that side of, yeah, some hospital. When I went there, I was told that the baby is still very far. And also my husband actually said I'm not going to stay in that hospital because there was bad news about that hospital. And also the state of the ward was not that good. Like the ward, the toilets are just pouring water, the corridors anyhow. Forget about that. So bad. I was We left that hospital and came back to real hospital. And yeah, that is where now I was saying that that day I was actually told to go back home, and the baby is still very far, but if I feel any pain I come back. So that night we had to come back home, and the next day was on Sunday. I did not feel any pain, but water was still coming. And on Monday is when I had to go back to the hospital because I was actually scared. Like maybe I'll just give birth at home, and giving birth at home will bring again another other issues. Like nobody knows how to help you give birth very well at home, very early at home. They won't do things that they do in the hospital. Yeah, and the baby will have issues. So that is what I was scared. And my water was not, it will just stop for like 1 hour or 2 hours, and then again it will come. So on Monday I had to go to the hospital, and then I was admitted in that hospital, real hospital. And that is when now, that very evening of Monday, that's when now I started feeling pain. Guys, let me tell you, giving birth is painful. Like, it is painful. In case you don't know, it is painful. And also, let me tell you, it comes with different ways. Sometimes you maybe you're having a baby boy or a baby girl. Sometimes it won't be that painful. There are some babies that just come with slow pain. There are some babies maybe that come with high pain, too much pain, whereby you feel you're screaming in the ward, you're screaming, even you remove clothes, you walk. Guys, I don't know, but let me just be hoping for you, because I know that some first time moms outside there that are pregnant now and they're expecting. And I know also in future there are some mothers, upcoming mothers, obvious, that are actually looking on how to know how the wards are, how the delivery rooms are. Let me tell you, there in hospitals, if you go to the maternity ward, that's when you're going to see the reality, the pain mothers go through, like the pain a mother go through. And then at the end of the day, you see anybody, like you see another person slapping his or her mother. Like, I don't know, like sometimes sometimes I just put myself down and see and think, like, how some people can just go crazy anyhow and slap your mother. Like, I don't know, I just feel like if I was given that chance at least to just crash on that person, I don't know. I just, guys, I am not lying, I am telling you the reality. The truth is that do not ever in your life ever insult your mother, or even lay your hand on your mother, or even just allow anybody beat your mother. At least your father. You know, fathers actually don't go through that pain. Maybe the pain they go through is that pain of looking for food. That is the pain they go through. But the pain the mother goes through in the hospital, it is very, it is just, I don't know. I don't know how to say it. But that pain, if now that pain was supposed to be shared to men, they will feel that pain. And I don't think if they feel that pain, they will ever in their lives even slap their women or beat their women. Yeah, because guys, I don't know. I don't know. I just I just don't know how to explain to you that pain. Because if you go to maternity ward, I am telling you the reality. You see how women feel that pain. You see how somebody can just go crazy anyhow. Eh? You see how women are just crying tears. You see how women, whereby even someone can go to the hospital and spend 1 full week in pain. The baby is very far, it's not yet near, but the pain that you're going through, it is very, very bad. No sleeping, you're having sleepless nights. You are out there, other people are sleeping in beds. Huh? You are out there moving at night. Huh? You find, guys, let me tell you something. Long time ago, when my first sister, our firstborn, our sister gave birth, and she was about to be knocked by a car at the road, I was thinking she's just pretending, because she was actually screaming, scrolling with knees and hands like a small baby. I was even shouting at her. I was telling her, like, stop pretending, just stand up and we walk and let's just go to the hospital. Maybe that time I was still young, but I felt that pain myself, that time of giving birth. Let me tell you guys, I went through a pain of 2 days non-stop. The baby is still very far. I was given all the medicines that can actually bring the baby very fast. Nothing in vain. On the third day is when now my baby started coming like this. And when I was taken actually to the delivery room, my baby was coming straight. But I just don't know what happened anyhow. And the baby just turned, crossed the stomach. Okay? Crossed the stomach anyhow. And so I was then rushed to for CS section. That's why now the doctor came and I was like, the baby is not going to turn again to come straight the way the baby was coming, and the baby has actually turned across, and I'm supposed to go for CS section. And the baby is knocking both sides and trying to get the hair, and it's not getting it. So that's when I was actually taken to the CS section. I was actually given a book to sign, a file. They opened a file for me to sign, things like that, etc. I was actually signing quickly. The lady who was supposed to go to the CS section was actually cancelled, so they told her to stay behind. I was rushed to the CS section very fast. The very time when I reached there to that room of the CS section, I was actually injected that injection quickly that can actually destroy the pain, like just kill the pain. I don't feel the pain because I was feeling like my waist was very hot. I'm telling you the truth. From my heart, what I went through was just fire. Like I was feeling fire just anyhow. Hey, I was actually rushed there, and then the doctors, you know, in that room of the CS section, the doctors are always ready, waiting. Yeah, so now I was laid down on that bed, and then they started doing that work, you know, removing, cutting, and doing whatever they are doing. But the funniest part of it was my husband, because that time when I was taken to the CS room, to the theater, my husband was outside, and my husband was just quiet. Doctors were talking to him, was just quiet, shaking like this, was actually shaking. And guys, let me tell you, going to the theater room, it is not an easy thing. Like I was saying, going to the theater, it is always life and death. Okay. There are some people that actually can go for that CS section and they end up just ending their lives there. But you have to go there and just be like, God, it is you. Yeah, it is you. I know that time you won't, there is no time for praying, but in your heart you just have to be like, God, please be here with me. Just don't go away from me, stay here with me and just make things go well. Yeah, so me, and the funniest thing about it actually is that all my sisters, none of them has ever gone C-section apart from me. God, I was actually scared. Like I was like I really don't know what is happening to me. How come? Even my mother gave birth to 7 children. 7. Normal. No C-section, you know what? Just normal like that. 7 children. And I'm wondering actually even up to now, how come I went to the theater? Like even up to now, when I sit down and just think about it, it gives me more stress. Yeah, so they finished. Now in the theater I was actually done, but my husband was outside there standing, just shaking. So when now they finished to remove the baby from the womb, and they showed me the baby, you know, obvious in a hospital, you have to, when you give birth, they have to show you the baby before they take the baby to the room there, so that you'll be waiting. When you're done, you go to the ward and then they bring the baby to you. They first have to show you the baby, and you have to take a good look at your baby very well. Yeah, you have to take a good look at your baby, so that no one can go there and change your baby. Because I know even you know, in some hospitals they normally change the babies. So that's why it is recommended, when they remove the baby from the womb, they have to show you the baby. You take a good look at your baby before they take away the baby to the room. So they showed me the baby and my husband. Now after they went and they cleaned the baby, now they wrapped the baby to the blankets, things like that, the baby show, that thing. And then the baby was taken to the father, now to carry the baby. Actually, they're telling him to carry the baby. Even his hands cannot hold the baby. He's just like shaking. And then he was like, what about the mother? Where is the mother? Then they told him they are getting done with the mother inside. Very soon they will bring her here. He actually did not carry the baby, so he had to wait for me, you see. So I was actually the injection that I was injected is actually the injection that can make your body paralyzed a little bit, so that you don't feel any pain. Yeah, things like that. Because I remember that time when I was in a theater, even if somebody was to beat me or slap me or throw me down or kick me, I was not going to feel it, and you are not going to feel any pain at all. Now that pain actually is actually that injection is a temporary injection, because that time when I was taken to the ward, I was actually taken to the theater around five. So I didn't even finish. I think now after when they are done, when they finished me, when they finished the suing me, it was actually 6. Yeah, so that was, if I can remember, that was the time I was taken to the ward, and now they brought the baby to be with me. Guys, it is not easy. That injection is a temporal injection. It is not like that injection that can stay for like 5 hours, things hard like that. No, I stayed in the ward for like few minutes. That injection got finished in my body. That's when now I started feeling original pain. Yeah, original pain. But the funniest part of it is that when you see other women, other ladies coming screaming, that pain will a little bit disappear from you, because you just be looking at them and be like, oh my god, you feel pity on them. Yeah. I feel like, oh my god, look, oh my god, what is happening? And it's funny, guys. It's a serious thing. It happens. So that is the pain that I went through in the hospital, and coming home also. It took me like 6 months. First of all, 3 months to heal without um, doing anything, without doing any work actually at all, because you're not recommended to bend or to do any other heavy work when you're at this, when you're a C-section mother. You're not allowed to maybe wash clothes or maybe carry heavy jerrycans, things like that. So it took me first 3 months without serious doing any serious work, any heavy work. And on my 5th month, that's when now I started. On my 4th month, yeah, that's when now I started washing clothes for my baby, and our clothes, and cooking. And but cooking, I was cooking. Yeah, that's when I started being active. I can cook now. I can cook lunch, supper. I can wake up early in the morning, things like that. But there is a medicine that I was recommended to be swallowing if I feel any pain. And that medicine, when you're discharged from the hospital, they will give you that list of the medicine, types of the medicine that you have to go and buy and be swallowing in to heal your wound or to reduce pain. Okay, so that the baby disturbs a lot when the baby is very small. Okay, there are different types of babies. There are some babies, when they are still small, they don't disturb. They're just good babies. Baby can be just sleeping. You breastfeed the baby and the baby just sleeps. You wash the baby and the baby just sleeps. Okay, but there are some babies. Let me tell you, like my son was just a different one. Like the baby can cry from morning up to morning. I used to have sleepless nights actually. Like, my goodness, all of my sleep just went away. That time when I gave birth, just disappeared, because I don't sleep. My eyes are just open the whole night up to morning. Other people are snoring, but for me, I'm just I am that one at night, like shaking myself with the baby, shaking the baby, shaking the baby, get up and walk around the house, shake, shake, shake. Guys, hey, guys, I am not telling you lies. I am telling you the reality, the bad story, what happened, like what is going on in maternity ward. If you go there, okay, there are some few men that actually witness the pain women go, but there are some men that they don't want to reach there. But if you tell them the story, they say it's a lie. But if the real man tells you the story, you just know that thing is real. There are some men actually that are in the hospital. They come and witness how their women give birth. Though they are not given that freedom of entering to the delivery room, but still there is a door. The door is open and the windows are open. If you are lucky to spy, you can spy. But at the door straight, you can see what is happening there. The pain that women go, like most especially me myself, the pain that I went through, it will actually even make you feel like you're not going to give birth again. Promise yourself, like, I'm not going to give birth again. It's enough. It's enough. But guess what? At the end of the day, you're pregnant again. When that baby grows up, you'll accept that pain again. That is who mothers are. They bear that pain, and after that they put it at the back of their mind, and they just forget about it. Your mother is your mother. Respect your mother and value her in your life. So let nobody convince you about your mother. No matter what, no matter your mother is ugly, no matter your mother is lame, no matter what, she's crawling, she's what, anything that she's doing, she's your mother. Nobody in this world should convince you and tell you your mother is bad. If your mother was to be bad, she was not going to give birth to you. She was not going to go through all that pain in a hospital and give birth to you and bring you up to the age you are now. It is not funny. It is something that is supposed to be taken serious. Okay? Yeah. So that is my bad story actually. That is how it went down from labor pain to the CS section, of which I did not expect the CS section. So it turned out to be emergency. And yeah, here we are now. I'm healed now. I'm very okay. I can wash clothes, I can carry water, yeah, I can do anything. But you know, sometimes the only bad part about CS is that when there is too much cold and you don't wear a sweater, it will start paining you. You start feeling the pain from that CS part. Okay, you start feeling the pain. That's why when it is cold, you just have to wear a sweater to avoid that pain, because it will actually pain you, and even after starting paining you, even you feel the headache. And when you stand, you feel like where you're standing is rotating. Yeah, you feel like fainting, you want to faint, you want to what. So that is actually what happens as to people who are CS section. So that is my bad story, and here we are now. My son is 2 years old, very healthy, alive and kicking, and all thanks be to God. And I was safe actually. I woke up. I survived from the theater, and I'm here now, yeah, with my husband, though he was very scared. And yeah, all thanks be to God, everything went actually well and successful. Even the CS section went successful. Yeah, and even now I healed and I'm very alive now. Yeah, but in the next one, I actually do not pray. Like, anyone who actually goes to the hospital to give birth, like, I don't pray for CS section. Yeah, because already that is a lifetime wound you have. Okay, it is not that it is going to disappear. It will not disappear. It will still remain there. Okay, so if you're pregnant outside there, and just be praying to God, like, you just give birth normal, not CS. Okay, yeah. So that's all for today's video actually, and that is the story you wanted to hear about my birth, me in the hospital. So I hope you're going to learn something in this video, and if you do, kindly thumbs up the video, share, like, and comment. Also tell a friend to subscribe to the channel, because I really appreciate your support for more creative videos and educative videos like this to share with you guys. See you.